Hello everyone and welcome to this new Minecraft episode, in particular a tutorial on to do a speedrun in 1.16.1, and yes, we can start. So, in the last video I have explained how to start a speedrun in the overworld, and now we can continue with the speedrun tutorial, in particular into the Nether. How to finish the Nether, how to do, and all trick to the Nether. So when you enter in the Nether, there is only one thing to see for first. If you spawn in Basalt Delta, is the bad possible idea where spawn. In the Basalt Delta, it's impossible to find a Bastion. So you can't find a Bastion, but it's probably you find a fortress. So, if you find this biome, bad, don't go inside, there is nothing. And for all other biome is the best option, is best than this. Now, when you enter into the Nether, the idea is to go to the Bastion. But how I can find a Bastion? So the method is very simple. This is a bad spawn. It's a very bad spawn. Now I go, for example, here and go to set your fob on 13 and press F3. Now you go to see where is right E and the number of the mob loaded by your render distance, and this first number is the number of the mob you can see in your visual. So if I remove, you can see the number change. Now there is a bastion when this number is around 100 mob. So in this case there isn't a bastion, but very important, go to set your view distance on 16 and your entity distance in this case to 500. And now if you press, the number is changed for the reason there is more mob than before, and now is probably you can find a bastion. So move the visual around, and where you find the number most 8 than other, you go in in the direction. I see here 9. It's probably, it's not probably, we go to see. Here there is not a bastion. No, there is a bastion. Okay. So all you can see is probably is near, is so distant, but a bastion is probably there is in this speedrun. If you use this seed, is not good. Is a lot of distance from the portal, yeah, and it's not completely easily to go to this bastion. But all you can see, if you is near, the number of mob in the render distance is very 8. For the bastion there is 4 type different of bastion, and this is the most difficult bastion to use for the speedrun. So when you find this bastion, you go in one of the side, or on and the right, on or in the right or in the left, and you go to see if here there is 2 block high. No, it's useless this part, and go into the second. Here, you can see there is height 1 block, so this is good. If you go to mine the block and go down, you go into this area. No, there is not right area, so it's very difficult this bastion to loot, and is not one of my best bastion. Like here is the true way, and you go to find this room. In this room you can find here all the gold block. There is not a lot of gold, and so for that is not my favorite bastion, but this is only one for obtain this iron, this gold block. And here there is other one, no, sometimes one or three, I don't remember, three, but yeah, it's possible to find 3 golden block. What you do here, so when you find this bastion, or you can see there is not a lot of piglin here, so you can do that. Here go to blocked style for the pigmen don't go here, and go to break this block. In this method the piglin go down. Now it's very simple. Go to take one of this block with the difficulty on hard. Why in hard? This is simple. If you stay on easy mode, there is not a lot of piglin go to you, but if you set on hard, not completely all, but probably half of the part of piglin is in this bastion go to you for kill you. So this is the reason why you need to set on hard when you go to break a golden block. Now I have not the sound, and now you can see all the pigmen is kind of here. Oh yeah, in this case it's best to do that. Wait. Okay. Okay. Now have work. Now we can close here, and here we have some piglin. Not a lot of much. You go to craft the golden ingot and drop the golden ingot to the piglin for trade with them. So this bastion is very bad for speedrun, and I don't like use them. But there is other 3 bastion best than this, so we can go to see the other 3 type of bastion. And really, there is one here and one here. This is so lucky. So this is the same. Perfect. It's the same bastion of it's the same bastion. So we go to find another particular. So this is another type of bastion with the nether wart in the center. And for loot this bastion is very simple. You go into the center and go to break the chest in the center of this room. When you have break the chest, go in this stair and place 1 block here for the piglin and 1 block here. Now jump on top of the block and place 1 here for the piglin don't hit you. Now you can break this block and this. Go here, break this block, break this and place a block here. Or it's best than this. Break this block, block on top you and go down. And here you can mine for a lot of time for find a lot of golden block, and this is the best bastion for the gold. and when you is go down like here, go 3 block and break this block, and the piglin go down, and you can drop the item for the piglin. And when you have dropped all the gold, go up and you can trade with them. And if you go back, you yeah, when you is here, you can open the chest. When you open the chest, break the block, go here and do that for the piglin. Yeah. This yeah. In the chest, the most important things is to take the gold, the golden block, and the string. If there is a obsidian, you take the obsidian. The other item is not important. And if you don't have a golden armor, you go to take one from the chest and go to use them. For the rest, the bastion, there is nothing too interesting to find inside, and the tower is not important. It's completely useless. Or only one thing for this chest. For other thing. Now we can go into the next. So this is the best bastion you can find into the Nether, and it's very simple to loot all this bastion. So when you find the bastion, there is 2 methods to enter in the bastion. From here, go up and break this block and go on top of the golden block. Or if you enter from this room, you can go simply here and place 2 block height. So this is the 2 method for start. If you find here obsidian, don't go to take this gold. It's completely useless, and the piglin went here to kill you, and it's not good. For the problem, all pigmen. Oh, there is a player. Have to take gold. Yeah, go down and kill you. So the piglin jump here and kill you, and there is the magma cube. So it's not a good option. And in the chest there is not important or gold or diamond, but the diamond is not important to the speedrun. And now here, what you do? Very simple. Go to take this golden block and craft 9 of golden ingot. Drop down the golden ingot and take this and craft into other 9 of golden ingot. Take the gold and run. If you find on the stairs a piglin, go to trade with them for don't take any damage. When he's here, go to break these 2 blocks and go here, drop some gold, break this 2 block and place 1 block here. Go to break this if you want without difficult hard, or if you don't want, it's not important this case. Break this block, break these 2 blocks, this and this last block. In survival is best. Wait, the demonstration for the piglin. Where's the gold? Is here. And you can see there is a lot of piglin right here. And you want to trade with them. So when you have dropped all the gold, you don't go. Oh wait. Okay. When you have traded with them, go up these stairs and break this block. If you here you can find some gold, and here is possible to find the other block. In this case, the result. And here you can find the piglin. You can drop all the block and go back. And here is possible to find another block of gold. And wait, you go to drop the gold to the piglin. And at the same time you can open the chest, take other items, nothing important, go to drop other block, take old obsidian and crying obsidian for the end, and gold ingot. Here you can find another block of gold, and the same, perfect, and the same here you can go up and find one here, one here, one here, here nothing, and you can find one here over in the top. So there is a lot of golden block. When you have all the gold, go to the piglin, drop all the gold, and when you have finished, go to place one block here and another, and the item and the item will go outside, or you can break one block and take the item. So it's so noisy industrial creature. For this bastion is all. We can go into the last bastion, and this is the last bastion you can find to the Nether. And this is very good. So when you enter in this bastion, go to take all these golden block. So take all this block, and if you have a piglin under you, go to drop some gold and go in this case you can go here like this. When you is here, don't take for some reason this golden block, or all the piglin go to kill you and it's finished. But you can go down here, and sometimes here there is stairs of black concrete, no, black stone. If you find a stairs, break 2 blocks and go to close here. Break the other blocks, useless, and go to close you inside for the piglin. Now you go to break this block. I go to take some ingot for demonstrations. Important here in the art. And when you trade with the piglin, very important, set on easy for obtain more ender pearl. This is very important. When all the piglin is here, you can go up if you find other piglin, or you can block the piglin in some method, or you go under the chest, place 2 blocks, and the piglin can't see you, and take the chest in this method. There is nothing important. The strings is the only item interesting. Or you open a chest and drop a golden item, and you can go to take one other chest, like here, into the second tower. Is here. There's another chest, but there is nothing of importance. For the rest, there is not another chest. When the piglin have finished, go here and place gravel for take all the item, and you have finished. So from the bastion you need to have 10 obsidian, and if you have 20 it's very bad. It's the best option to finish the speedrun to the bastion with 20 of obsidian. With the ender pearl is necessary to have 12 ender pearl and more. For the string, if you don't have a bed from the start of the speedrun, you need a lot of string, 1 stack and 35 string is very good. And for the rest, it's not. Oh yeah, the fire resistance, very important, and nothing gold. So when you finish a bastion, you have finished the bastion, and now you need to go to the fortress. And the question is, how I can find a fortress? It's not very complicated to find a fortress. So there is only one method for find them. You need to open F3 plus G and Shift F3. Now you go on, click on the number of tick. In all case, in all word change the number. So in this case it's 5, but for you it's possible is 1, 2, 3 and other. In my case it's 5. Now on level, entities and block entities. Now you can see there is only 2 options, unspecified and chest. But for the fortress we need to have a spawner. But why a spawner? Because the spawner spawn only in the fortress and don't spawn in other structure. There is only a problem. It's possible in one bastion to find a spawner of magma cube, and for this reason is not perfect 100,000% of find a fortress, but you have a small probability to find a bastion, so it's not completely perfect this method. But you don't see the mob spawner, so how I can find this mob spawner? I go around. No, it's very simple. Go to increase your render distance. So I go to turn on my render distance, and now Minecraft mob spawner is appearing in my graphics. So at the render distance of 22 I can see in my render distance a fortress. So there is a fortress near. In this case you go to close the graphics and turn down the render distance, reopen the graphics and turn on one number before your render distance. You can see the mob spawner, in my case 21. And now it's very simple. You stay in the center chunk and go one chunk in this direction, for example in west. Oh, perfect. At first time I have find the perfect chunk. Now I got to show you completely. If you don't find at first attempts the perfect chunk, you need to test more time. If you go here, don't change nothing. If I go here, don't change nothing. If I go here, don't change nothing. If you go here, I can see the spawner. So in this direction you can find a fortress. Okay, so only one thing is not very probably you can find a fortress perfect right, but it's probably you can find the the fortress in any direction. So if you don't find any fortress right than you repeat the process for refine the fortress, and you can see I have found the fortress. And in this case, this fortress is very bad, it's inside the nether rock, and it's completely bad to find in a normal speedrun. But now there is another question: who can find inside the fortress the blaze spawner? So for this method, there is only one tips. If you find this part of nether fortress under the netherrack or without a roof of netherrack, you is in the best part of the fortress. If you is in this part with the roof of nether bricks, you is in the best in the very bad part of the nether fortress. For find the good part, you need to find this lava block inside this 3x3. I have no idea what is this. And go right in this direction, you can find the best part of the fortress. If you find, in this case, the stairs go down, you never go down. If you find a stairs go up like this, you always go up. Okay? If you find another type of stairs, like so this is the same example before, you never go down, always go up. If you find, I can see this. If you find this with the nether wart, never go up, there is nothing, it's completely useless. You go always in the same plane of this this way, and if you find this, never go down, and if you find the opposite, you always go up. In this case, it's very bad, this nether fortress, and if you find another fortress all outside and not inside the netherrack, you go on top the roof of the nether fortress and go to search the mob spawner. Now, for the mob spawner, there are two tricks for increase the mob spawning. Most important is set your render distance on true. And why this? For don't load other chunk and don't for increase the spawning rate of this mob spawner. But there is a problem. The spawner works in this method. The spawner can spawn the blaze in a range of 4 in all direction from the center of this block. So say that you can see there is a problem. From the center of the spawner there is 1 and 2 blocks. So this and these 2 blocks is a problem for the spawner, and the same under and the same up. So how can solve this problem? Very simple. If you have a lot of beds, you can use this first method. If you don't have a bed, we can see later how to do this with the TNT. So you go to place 1 block and place the bed and blow up the bed. In this method, how you can see, you have break all the block and the spawner is not blow up. And in this method spawn a lot of blaze, more, and then start. Then you have start without remove the block. If you don't have TNT or pad to use, you go to break this block with your hand, or you can remove only the floor of this spawner. It's a particular tips. It's not necessary to remove all the layer of the roof. One is best. You don't need more. Now, if you don't have a bed, you can use that. You place this particular shape and go to place one TNT and one other in the opposite side, and go to use a flint and steel. Very simple. Go blow up one and go to blow up the second. The mob spawner don't explode and the other block around the TNT blow up. So this is completely perfect and is another method if you don't have the bed. This don't work for the mob spawner outside. For the mob spawner outside there is another method, but probably in this fortress there isn't a spawner outside. Yeah, there isn't. Now I go to find another fortress. Okay, I have find another fortress. Here there is the perfect example. You go to place. It's necessary is 3 solids block, not for example leaf or other not solid block like sand. So you need, for example, a stone, or you go to use the nether bricks. Is perfect. Now you go to place the same with the TNT. You go to place exactly 2 TNT and blow up. So if you find an exposed to the outside the spawner, you do this. Place one solid block. Is best if you use another bricks like this, and go to place one bed right here and blow up. In this case, you have break half of this small area of the blaze spawner, and go to remove with the pickaxe the last part of the spawner. It's not a lot of blocks to remove, and you have remove all block and the blaze spawn more. But you can see have spawn 4 blaze in total. So this is all for the blaze. But now there is another tips. Find the perfect spot for the blind travel. So for the blind travel, and what is the blind travel? The blind travel is the best way to search to create a portal for spawn inside or completely near to the stronghold. And it was used in the past. Go into the specific coordinates of the nether for search to enter in a perfect in the stronghold. But now there is another method, very simple. There is only one tips. If you are a coordinate very high like this, you search to go to 00 or 116 and 116. Like this coordinate. You go to use an external program called Ninja Brainbot. So this is the program. How to work? Have to work in the nether. Work for find blind travel into the overworld for find stronghold. So if you press F3 plus G in the nether, you can see this. Blind coordinates are bad, but Here right you have a 6.7 chance of blind, and you can go into 4 block away from when you have pressed F3 plus C. For example, we can go like here. No, here is very bad. Here is not bad. Here is good. Here it's perfect. No, okay, here is probably perfect for the blind run. You can test like... Okay, here 10 is very good. Here more, here more, here more. Okay, here. So go to build one other portal here at this coordinate and go to turn on the portal. If I enter, I'm probably for the program near to the Stronghold. But now there is another way for find the Stronghold, so it's possible under here there is not a Stronghold. How you can see there isn't. So how you can find this Stronghold? It was used in the past. Use Ender Eye with a specific calculate. You can find probably coordinates. It's so complicated. Now it's very simple. Go in a position like this. We can see I can't move here if I go right, and use the Ender Eye. Yeah, no, I have not pressed the correct button. Turn on the hitbox and go to use this Ender Eye. Turn down the FOV on 13 or 31. 31 is best. Open F3 plus G, F3 plus ESC, and you can see you are in the perfect spot of the Ender Eye. I'm so late in this case. You go in external side, not perfect in the center. Now F3 plus G. I have take this coordinate. Now you go in like here 15 block of distance and repeat the process with a different angle. Perfect. So you can see you have taken this coordinate, and the Stronghold is perfect in this coordinate. So I'm 200 block of distance. In this case, you can move with Enderpearl if you have and go to the Stronghold. But if you don't have the Enderpearl, but you have more obsidian, you can go at this coordinate into the Nether. So here. And create the portal right here. Now if you go down, yes, there is the end portal. And it's very small, this Stronghold. Particular. But now, if you spawn on top to the overworld, you need to know another tips to find the Stronghold. If you spawn under, and if you spawn under is very lucky to spawn inside the Stronghold, you have completely finished the game. But if you are not completely lucky, when you spawn, you go to drop one Ender Eye, follow the Ender Eye, or go to the coordinate of the Ninja Brave bot, and is the coordinate is... I'm very close. No, opposite direction. 78. F3 plus G and use the under eye, or you can see it go down. Now there is a small trick. You go to chunk on position 4 and 5 is best. Some people do 4-4, but if you go in 4-4 you can take full damage for the reason you spawn in the perfect middle of the stairs. So I go on 4 and 5, it's not important where is 4 and where is fine. If you mine down, you can see I'm spawning in the stairs. Now for the Stronghold there is another tips, and the tips is that you go to open the graphics, close the graphics, go on game render, level, entities, and now you go to see the block entities for another time. Turn off the render distance on 2, close and reopen, set fob on 13, and now if you go to close and open the graphic, you can see where is the ender portal room, and is in this direction. Not perfect, the angle is probably in this direction. If you find this confirmation, here there is a secret room. There's nothing here, but there is a secret room in this area. If you find this door like no, if you find the door like here, like how you see, in this direction is probably there is the end portal. If you find a door like here, you go to the main stairs of the Stronghold. So this is a very simple trick for orientation inside the Stronghold. Now if you go in this direction, probably I find the Stronghold like here. Now very simple, go into the center for the silverfish and place all the ender IO and enter into the portal. And this is all for this video. In the next video we go to complete the game with the final tips and advanced method for the entire run. So for this episode is all. Thank you for watching and see you to the next. Bye bye.